Libras, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the month ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Libras this month? First we have the Five of Wands, then you have the Six of Wands, then you have the Tower, then you have the Five of Swords. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. I don't know why I'm getting something about fear come through. There's something where you could be kind of finding ways to play yourself. Weird thing to say, weird thing to come through. But Five of Wands is like fighting, and I don't know why. I feel like you're fighting yourself, you're fighting your mind. If there's something that you're nervous or worrying about this month, you're playing yourself and tricking yourself into seeing it from a completely different perspective, and you're winning. And like you have Six of Wands, which is victory, but so it's like whatever you're doing, it's success. It's gonna work out really well for you. You're hacking the system. There's something you're stressed about, worried about right now as you're watching this, and you're like, well, the way I'm facing it, it's still here. So I'm gonna try like a out of the box method to stop stressing, and you do it. I don't know what it is you're up to, but even if it's just delusionally believing in yourself, it's like something maybe quite simple, but you're fighting your fear and then succeeding better because of it. Like, instead of thinking worst case scenario, you're gonna think best case scenario, and then you're winning. There's huge like victories, people looking up to you, people congratulating you on your success. I don't know what you're doing this month, but it's successful. I feel like some of you are stuck in this, or have recently been stuck in this mode of like survival mode or something like that, of just like getting through the week, right? And there's something where you're now shifting into winning mode of, actually, I don't want to just survive, I want to win. I want to get what I want, and I'm gonna get what I want. There's a huge change. That Tower card is like, I feel like you're noticing now, or putting a line through, maybe even this year, you're like, cool, this is the new year for me now. This is the new start. That wasn't working out how I wanted it to. This is it. Like, I feel like you're causing some type of distraction, or I feel like I'm seeing someone with like loads of computer tabs open, and you're just like, quit all. You're just like, quit all. I'm gonna start fresh. Because wrong energy. I'm gonna start. I don't know what it is you're working on, but you're like, start over. And I love it, and I feel like you're going to be very happy about it too. Five of Swords is unnecessary conflict, and I feel like this is noise around you. I feel like you're almost going to be shifting into this high place where you're like, that's pointless. Whatever whether it be people fighting with each other, right? Whether it be like political, whatever it is they're fighting about, you're like, that's pointless. Why are you even pretending? Why are you even pretending like you have a say? Why are you even pretending like it matters? Or like, there's something where, and that's not me saying that you don't have a say with political things. I'm just saying that in a lot of situations between people arguing with each other, they don't actually have any plans or intentions to change anything in the world. They just like to disagree. And there's something where I feel like you could be getting frustrated with people that are just disagreeing and fighting for the sake of fighting. And you're like, what is the point? You're looking around like, do they not have a life to live? Do they not have things to do? There's a little bit of like, I feel like you could be bringing people's attention to the fact that they're wasting their time on silly, pointless, petty disagreements. Clarify the Five of Wands, you have Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very intuitive. Queen of Cups is very psychic and very loving and very empathetic. With the Five of Wands, where I said there's something where you're kind of tricking yourself, like you're fighting your fear. With the Queen of Cups, you're giving empathy to yourself, and now you're always empathetic for others. I feel like you have a lot of empathy for others. I don't know why I can't speak. And because of that, you're so busy giving outward love and outward like care, you forget to give it to yourself. And let's just try something here. Let's just try giving it to you for once. See what happens. And I feel like that's also playing a huge role in why you're going to be successful. You're going easier on yourself. Instead of, I feel like you are at war with yourself a little bit with that Five of Wands, right? You're trying so hard to like just get by or something like that with this energy, and now you're like, well, that wasn't working out. Me trying so hard, me fighting myself, me being so hard on myself, it's not getting me anywhere anyway. So like, well, I'm just gonna try this new thing where I be kind to myself, where I let myself rest, where I let myself take time out, and I let myself have a nap, or I let myself, you know, like there's something where it's gonna bring you success, to bring ease to yourself. It's gonna bring you more success. Funny how that works. Queen of Swords to clarify the Tower. There is like, weird thing to say, there's like a mic drop moment. You could say something to someone, it's gonna be perfect. I'm hoping someone records it, because it's amazing. Queen of Swords is very, very good with her tongue. She's got a very sharp tongue. She's very good with her tongue, weird thing to say. She's got a very sharp tongue, and so her words she's very good with, is what I meant to say. And she comes out very, like, sometimes overly, like a bit too sharp, a bit blunt, too mean. But with the Tower here, I feel like there's someone that needs to be brought to ground level. Somebody thinks they're above you, or somebody is trying to look down on you. And with the Queen of Swords, they're not expecting you to just be like, huh, Sebastian, who do you think you're talking to? And like there's some sentence that is just perfectly articulated and perfectly worded by you, and it just flows out of your mouth. And with the Tower, Sebastian's just like, I don't know who Sebastian is, but you know what I mean. There's someone around you that's like, oh. And especially with the Queen of Cups, you're very loving, you're very empathetic, you're very kind, you're very giving. So when you speak up for yourself, it's catching someone off guard, because you can be kind and you can be a good person and still have boundaries and still stand up for yourself. And it's just shocking. The tower, like, huge transformation in the way someone sees you and the respect someone has for you. It's heightening because you're putting a boundary down and saying, huh, like whatever it is you're saying, it's perfect. There's gonna be no, I don't think there's gonna be any words back from this person. They're just gonna be shocked into silence of like, oh, okay. Like, because I feel like it's a long time coming that you stand up for yourself in some way. Clarify the Five of Swords, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you, if you can, find a way to work from home, or find a way to bring your work into a more calmer place, because there's something you're doing with this energy of chaos, of people fighting. I'm getting the word distractions, and there's this peace, there's this harmony, there's this temperance, there's this Queen of Pentacles, there's this beautiful energy you're in, and then there's people distracting you from it. There's people distracting you, and you're very smart. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, you're very smart. So it's like people are having these discussions and you're like, well, I want to figure out where I stand. I want to be in, and I want to know, I want to figure out who I agree with. Don't let them distract you with their unnecessary noise. Remember what the actual, what your actual purpose is and what you are intending to do with your life. And I feel like a lot of you, your purpose right now, your number one goal is to find peace and joy for you and your family. And then Five of Swords of this, let it go, try not to get involved. And I completely empathize with you, because it's like, yes, I want to know what we're fighting about, I want to know what they're arguing about, I want to, and it could even just be online, or it could be in person, it could be, I don't know. I feel like there's something though where you're like, I want to know all the facts, I want to know all the information, I want to know all the history, and then I want to decide how I feel about it. And it's like, I'm just getting the word distraction. It's all a big distraction from what's really important to you. Focus on what's important to you and try to get rid of the distractions. And also this, again, I always talk like this. I'm telling you what to do. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm being a bossy, annoying person. But I feel it might be the case that you are finding yourself noticing a lot of the stuff happening in the world is distractions, and you're gonna then go, yeah, what's important to me? So I sometimes speak like advice, right? And I'm like, don't be distracted. But I feel like a lot of you have already had the epiphany. You're not going to let yourself be distracted by the world's noise, by the world's unnecessary conflicts that don't need to be happening, and division, and like this side or this side. And it's like, no, you know you're bigger than that. You know everyone's bigger than that, and you're like, I'm not going to sink to it. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tell Tarot Tuesdays.